Dirk Bogarde, in his own words. Picture Parade, broadcast on BBC Television, 10th of January, 1961.
You're one of the few English screen actors who command attention in America, command real attention, which is underwritten with real money. And I wonder what it is, over and above your capacity to act, which singles a person out for that kind of attention.
I don't know. You said international stardom, but I don't know what that means. I'm not an international star
No, command
yet.
attention in America.
Oh, command attention.
With that in view, I suppose, with the
I don't really know what you mean, though, Robert, because I've only done 2 films in America. One they wanted me desperately for because they couldn't get anybody else.
I'm sure you're being...
Well, they wanted a special type. No, they wanted a special type of actor, which had to be an actor sort of known in Europe, the Commonwealth, for that market, and who spoke English with an English unaccented accent for Liszt, you know, because they didn't think it would be acceptable if he came from Milwaukee.
But they could have picked almost anyone for that. Yet they picked you. I think what I'm really referring to is the quality of watchableness which allows an actor to walk into a room and read the telephone directory, and somehow it's exciting, just that. It's this quality that I'd be interested to ask you about.
I'd be awfully interested if you would tell me what it was, because I know exactly what you mean. I have the same compulsion myself when I see somebody on a screen or in the theatre. I don't know why I'm looking at them very often. I suppose it's this extraordinary and ill-used and much overworked phrase, star quality, which I don't believe anybody's ever been able to define. I know that when I was in Hollywood, I was absolutely amazed to see how many of the great and lasting stars were in fact not frightfully handsome people or beautiful women, but had quite qualities of ordinariness. Now, maybe it's something to do with that quality of ordinariness, of high sophistication, if you can call it, because that means high simplicity, doesn't it, sophistication? Or have I got that quite wrong?
Well, I think it's a quality of relaxedness, perhaps.
And something to do, too, with sureness and, I suppose, sincerity.
For a film actor, you live a rather retired and private life. We seldom read of you in the show columns. Is this, do you avoid publicity? Is it distasteful to you?
No. I don't avoid publicity. That makes it sound like something really horrid and unpleasant. I don't think publicity is always necessary. I think sometimes publicity is ugly, and I think it's vulgar, and I think then you should avoid it. And I think sometimes it's wiser perhaps to leave it all alone than to dabble with a little of it. I think that to publicise your film is absolutely splendid. You should go to a premiere if you have to. I don't like it because I don't like crowds. And you should go and talk about it to the press if they wish to see you, and you should speak to you on Picture Parade, as we're doing now. But I don't think it's of any concern to anybody but me whether I take my dogs for a walk on my head or my hat or in a basket, or what I have for breakfast or how I go to bed.
You must teach some of your colleagues.
I know, but that is the trouble, because there are other people who absolutely love everybody knowing exactly what they do with their dogs and where they go for a walk and how they do it. We can't all be exactly the same. It'd be a very dull world if we were. I was always brought up, which sounds very pompous, I can't help it, to, you know, that old saying, little boys should be seen and not heard. It was very deeply drilled into me as a child, and indeed to all my brothers and sisters, and I'm afraid it kind of sticks. I can't put it any better than that.
Do you think, though, that the public should... do you think there's anything against the public getting to know the actual man behind the illusion which appears on the screen?
It's a terribly tough one to answer, you know, that one, because I don't agree, anyway, and I'm quite alone on this. I think that the excitement of the cinema and the theatre is its quality of illusion, of magic, of not quite of this world. And I think that if you know that your favourite actor's bald, or that he's got spots, or he's shorter than you were, you know, the illusion's gone.
But if it's a good illusion, it wouldn't depend on you knowing about the mechanics, would you?
No. I think it's a great mistake to know about the mechanics.
And yet you know your fellow film actors very well, and I imagine this doesn't spoil your enjoyment of the films they make.
It's a tricky one, isn't it, really? I think in a way, truly it does. Not destroy it, but I think it...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?